Hi, you guys. Coach Liz here. I hope you're having a great week. This week, we are talking about element 1 in the life book. Last week, we focused on finding your why. And this week, we're going to talk about tips on how to be successful with those New Year's resolutions. So make sure you check out the Wednesday Habits of Health call, or even search Habits of Health on your podcast or YouTube, and you can watch the playback after the recording. This weekend, I went to a mindset conference, and we learned some great tools about managing our mindset, how to change our mindset to create what we want. And I want to teach you one little tool that I learned. One thing that I've been learning about mindset is our actions start with a thought, and a thought is just something that passes through your mind. It's not you, it doesn't define you, it's just a suggestion that's passing through your mind. But often those thoughts turn into an emotion, whether it be happiness, anxiety, anger, sadness, whatever it is. So if we don't understand where that thought's coming from, it can often change our mood, change our thoughts, change our feelings. And our feelings determine our actions. You know, if we are angry, we might yell. If we, whatever it might be. And often when we're working or focused on a goal, we're very conscious of that. But our mind can make us drift. To forget or become unconscious of that goal. And often it's because of a feeling that we're having, maybe anxious feeling or fear or sadness or loneliness. And that is when we often have a buffer, something to cover up an emotion that's uncomfortable for us and we don't want to feel it. We buffer that feeling. Instead of recognizing that thought that started that and changing it, we often just buffer it to try to make it go away. Now, some buffering or some things on that drift list when we drift below that conscious or above the line thinking, and we drift below the line or become unconscious of that feeling or emotion, would be things like, the list is really long, but some of the most common ones are checking your phone. Sometimes if you're bored or lonely or angry or whatever, we automatically pick up our phone and start swiping. That's a big buffer. Also, cleaning might be, you might just distract yourself and just go busy cleaning, or complaining, or controlling, or correcting, or defending, or eating. That is a buffer of feeling stressed or lonely or tired or angry or sad. Eating is a big buffer. Facebooking, getting shy, gossiping, ignoring what you need to do, internet surfing, procrastinating, justifying, sleeping, watching TV, worrying, like those are all, and there's a lot more, but those are all very common buffers to cover up an uncomfortable feeling. So when we're aware that we're doing that, that's something that we can recognize and really work on changing those buffers. So if you notice that you're on your phone a little bit too much because you're buffering, maybe anxiety of what you need to get done or boredom, it's great to recognize, hey, I'm doing that, and to change that habit. Or if you notice that you eat when you're bored or tired or stressed, to recognize that you're doing that, recognize that thought that started it, and work on changing that habit. Work on doing something that will help you move forward with your goals, like doing something that's relaxing or productive, calling a friend or taking a hot bath or going for a walk, a healthy way to distract you or to recognize that thought and deal with that thought and emotion. So that's really the secret of it all, is when we can change our thoughts, we can change our emotions, which then change our actions. So my challenge for you is to start recognizing what your buffers are. What do you do when you're bored, lonely, angry, sad, tired, stressed, depressed, or when you just want to distract yourself from something that you are trying to focus on? And start recognizing maybe those bad habits that you have, and work on changing even just one buffer to move that above the line and do something more productive. So that's my challenge for you. Have a good week.